All right, hello. My name is Jenny Fry, and I will be discussing my personal framework for this class. During the discussion, I will talk about my diagram, which is shown here. I will also talk about what technology means to me in my professional and personal life. I will talk about some learnings that I gathered from our discussions in class and how to effectively train teachers on using different technology tools, as well as show one or two of the technology tools that I am excited to use in the fall. So to preface, in the fall, I will be taking a job as an instructional coach for a large urban district in Kansas City, Missouri. So I will be effectively training teachers on how to use the instructional resources as well as technology that we use in the district. So I characterize technology as solving a problem. It is a solution and it starts as an idea and usually a question. So how do we fix a problem or make something easier? So then in school districts, we move from that idea to actually researching how to solve that problem. So take headphones, for example, like the headphone I'm using in my right ear. Um, I personally have trouble hearing in my right ear, and sometimes due to frequent ear infections that I got as a child. So my headphones help me when we're in class and to mute a lot of background noise that I hear so often. Um, so that really solved that problem. So now I can use my headset to listen to presentations and turn the volume up on my headphones and not my computer to distract others around me. So in the district that I work for in Hickman Mills, we have Title I schools where students can experience all kinds of technology and take media literacy classes in elementary, middle, and high school. We are a one-to-one district, meaning that every child has an iPad or access to an iPad. Of course, teachers need to educate students on policies, procedures, and guidelines when using iPads or using different technology resources that are available. So in order for teachers to be well versed in technology in schools, teachers need to be trained effectively. So that's why I created this diagram. So it starts at the district level. Start with an idea like, how do we solve this problem? And then go to the district level and have the district admin research different ways or different curriculum or different resources that they can actually purchase for the teachers. So it could be that we need a new science curriculum or science tool to teach kids real hands-on science concepts so that they are marketable when they get to high school and beyond. This research can occur or might occur, usually happens over the summer when students are at home or in summer school. Then it is up to the district to choose what they will use and what they will purchase. Sometimes the district brings a team of lead teachers to collaborate and to talk about which companies are the best solution for the district because they are the ones who will be using said resource. Once the decision has made, the district trains their building level admin and coaches on the new technology so that they can then take that training and go to the teachers and teach. So building the competency from a leader perspective, so then they can transfer that competency to the teachers. Coaches will usually observe the tool being used and then be able to experience it themselves. That is important so that they can play around with the tools and communicate effectively to the teachers when they are discussing the tool itself. Teachers have a wide variety of comfort with using technology. So when in the teacher training in step 4, I would personally have a whole group conversation first about the technology, talk amongst in small groups, break up into small groups and have smaller discussions, and based on comfort level with the tool, so that the trainers can then provide scaffolding to the teachers who are still struggling with it, and then come back together and ask questions. The teachers can start planning how to integrate it into the classroom and their lessons, and start planning, how this will solve the problem in their classroom. Teachers can also have time to think about routines and procedures when using this new resource, when they will be using it in the classroom, whether it will be at the end of the day, middle of the day, beginning of the day. So coaches will be able to model a lesson for the teachers and see it in action if that is something that they want as well. So now it is time to give the teachers the opportunity to show it to the students. So started at the district, broke it down for the building. Now we've moved on to the teachers and it's time to go to the students. After teachers have practiced routines and procedures with their students about this new technology, the students can experience it and play around with it, be creative with it. That's how they will learn how to effectively use technology themselves. Without this time to play with the digital tools, students will not be able to use the technology on their own effectively. And we want them to be able to teach it to their families or their friends. With digital tools these days, post-pandemic, there is usually an outside of the classroom resource to provide families with so they can experience it at home. Teachers should encourage their students to experience technology outside of the classroom and giving parents access to videos or tools with the technology. Again, it's providing that safe environment at school and then transferring it to the home so that they can feel safe at home using that technology. Finally, with anything in education, it's time to evaluate and improve. The district needs to come back to teachers and ask them if the tools were successful or how did it help with offering solutions to the problem. If it did not, then go back to the drawing board to step 1 and start researching different tools. So now briefly, I want to discuss a tool that I am interested in using this fall. I used it in my classroom when it was a free resource in 2020. And now it has become an actual curriculum. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen briefly, share it again. This is called Mystery Science. It is a curriculum that districts can buy and purchase. When we were, I know when I used to work for this district in 2022, we were using project-based learning as the main science curriculum. And while it provided great things for the students to do, I think that this resource gives a better way to view science. It first asks a question, and there are different questions for each grade level and different standards. And then there's an exploration piece as well as a hands-on activity. So this question is, how do scientists know so much? And then it walks the teacher through how to prep the activity. They can preview the activity. You can print out as many copies as you want, and there are journals that the students will be writing in. This lesson is all written out for the teacher, and you can share the link to students' iPads through Google Classroom. And then there are extension activities, which is great to use at home. So this really goes through the whole entire diagram process. And what I will be doing in the fall is learning this from a building level admin standpoint. So I will be starting at number 3 because they've already chosen it. And I will be experiencing it, observing it, and then going through the teacher training as well, starting in August. And then helping teachers disseminate it to the students and then extending those activities at home. So I'm really excited to use this resource even more so than I did in the pandemic. Another great resource that I am excited to use and excited to talk to teachers about is Google Sites. So when I'm in my Google homepage, I can click this little toggle, I guess, and then look for sites, which should be somewhere around here. Or I can go Google Sites. Here we are, googlesites.google.com. And then I like to use this resource as a way to talk to families and either create our own website as a classroom. Yeah, this was my virtual classroom in 2020. Or have students write their own blogs. So these are 2 resources that I am excited to use in the fall and talk to teachers about. I hope you enjoyed my personal framework for technology and using technology in the classroom. And I look forward to starting this new job in the fall. Thank you so much.